Well, hey there folks, welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here. It's time for another beer review. It's time for a virgin beer review, which means I've never had this beer before in my life. Now, if you're brand new to this channel, welcome along to the Hop House. We call that because we like hoppy beer, we like house music, love the hops. If you like either of those or both, then give us one of those. Give us a like, share, subscribe to this channel if it's your cup of tea. Okay, so the way I'm going to upload this, I had to do a re-review of a beer, so that's literally the last one I've done. But the way it's going to go is there's going to be 3 beers in this batch, and then I'm adding a bonus one on. So we were looking at supermarket beers, so we've done the salts with the 7 Clean Seas, the Ocean Saving Pale Ale, Final Straw. That was great. Then we went ahead and did the Buxton Brewery from Tesco, the Salt Beer Factory ones from Tesco in a 4-pack. Then we did the Buxton Brewery 50/50, the individual cans, which is Citron Olicana. And then we did the Siren Huntington IPA, California IPA from Asda. So they're the sort of 3 beers that I've done. So I'm sneaking this one in as a 4th. I think this has been out a while. I think you can still get it in Morrisons. That's where I've had it from Morrisons. But I've had it a while. So I'm just trying to think now. I'm pretty sure you can. Do you want to see what we're going to review? Okay, from Northern Monk then. And it's a collaboration with a new brewery to me, Rivington. Well, new brewery to the channel. I have had their beer before on tap, and it was beautiful. And it's this, it's Order of the North. Order of the North, it is a double dry hopped IPA coming in at 7% ABV in a 440 millilitre can. Some lovely artwork there. There's the Angel of the North. I think Rivington are up north, are they? Oh, this is going to either make me sound really intelligent or really stupid. Rivington are either Cheshire or the North East, like Newcastle way. Can't remember now offhand. But they're a company that are really up and coming in terms of craft breweries. So Northern Monk are quite staple now. Brilliant. If you ever go to their Flax Store in Leeds, go. It's wonderful. I've had a couple of fantastic days there. But they're quite well known, you know Northern Monk now in supermarkets as well as the stuff that you can get direct from them or have in their tap rooms, which is whoo-hoo-hoo! Rivington, newish sort of on the scene. I think they've only been around a couple of years. They're very similar to, they've sort of risen through the ranks a bit like Polly's, although Polly's are really up there. New Bristol Brewery is another one that's really rising through the ranks. So those 3 breweries I suppose are like newer breweries for me to discover this year that I'm quite happy about. So this is a double dry hopped IPA with Rivington. So I'm really looking forward to this. I've heard mixed reviews on this, funnily enough. I've heard some people that think it's really brilliant and some people think it's a bit much. So maybe it's really quite dank, because I'm sort of getting into dank beers, but I do still struggle a bit. 7% ABV, so it's quite a heavy hitter. Should we get it out into the glass? Oh yeah, one thing I will note before I get it out into the glass, the colour of the can. When I first saw it, I thought it was a stout. Because if you notice Northern Monk, the dark brownie beers, they're like their North Star and their Northern Star, their porters and the Imperial Stouts are this colour. So for it to be this colour can and a double dry hopped IPA, it confused me somewhat. Now, the best before on this is the end of October, so I do need to get it drunk, because we are in October now. I've got my Northern Monk glass I got from Leeds. Let's get it out into the glass. It's only a 2/3, 330 ml, so it won't fit the whole thing, so I'll have to pour and re-pour. I'll do. Just get enough of it in to get an idea of the look on the beer. Quite similar to the salt one actually, but it does look a bit thicker. But it is a 7% double dry hopped IPA rather than the pale ale. But it is that sort of orangey, slightly darker than custard colour. Actually it looks more custardy in it when I hold it up to the light a bit, but probably on camera that probably looks a lot more ambery. Or a dark orange, ambery colour. Lovely fluffy white head. See if we can get a bit of lace division out of the way. Hopefully my fat fingers don't mess it up for you on camera. See the bubbles chasing the bottom there. I love it every time. It just gets me every time. That looks brilliant. Now, I want to talk Northern Monk for a second, just while that head settles a little bit. And I've said this before, I need to do, so basically in November next month, going to be my 2nd anniversary of the channel, and I'm thinking of doing a live for it, because I can now go live on YouTube. I did it at Beer Central, not that anybody really watched. I'm thinking of doing a live one and going through maybe a load of Northern Monk beers, because I give so much love to Vocation. I'm doing a Vocation brewery showcase. I should really do a Northern Monk one, because there's still quite a lot of Northern Monk beers to do, believe it or not, and you can get loads in a supermarket, can't you? So I should really do a Northern Monk live, I think, really to showcase. And although it'll send me on my arse, I'd like to do a comparison, a beer wars on some of their double dry hopped IPAs, because there's quite a few at 7%. So you think about it, there's the North that went into Tesco, there is Transient, there's quite a few. Heathen is 7.2. They're all brilliant beers, available in supermarkets. They're all absolutely brilliant, and they're at a good price. But I think it'd be interesting to put them against each other. For me, anyway. For you guys, you might just think, oh, bloody hell, more Northern Monk beers. Probably think that about Vocation. Anyway, coming back to this then. They do need to drink it and get it drunk. So we get some Aroma. It's Aroma time. Let's put that into there. Let's give it a whiff. See what we can sniff. Ooh. I'm getting some slightly unripened fruit dankness out of that. I'm getting earthiness. Bit floral as well. I'm getting sweet fruits though. I get sweet tropical fruits in this. Bit peachy. Maybe some passion fruit. Mango on the underline of the sweet sort of orange, tangerine orange, nectarine. But yeah, it does smell like the rind of fruits, you know, that unripened dankness that I'm only just getting used to. So maybe this is going to be quite a dank beer. Smells very pleasant now. Smells like the kind of smell that I'm getting from a lot of beers these days. And believe it or not, the amount of stuff that I do on the channel is IPA heavy and pale ale. It doesn't bore me. It really doesn't. It's really my sort of cup of tea. It really is what I love from beer. I do need to get back into doing some bottled ales though. I have gone a bit local and gone back to Anthony's of Wellington. So that's going to come on the channel, as well as Polly's beers that I got from Brewster. They're to come as well. I've got quite a few things to do. Right, let's crack on with this. Bottoms up, down the hatch. It smells good. Let's go for the taste, shall we? It is a bit dank. It is. I was sort of expecting it because of the smell. It's very creamy. The mouthfeel is really, really creamy. That's got to be one of the creamiest beers I've had this year. Very creamy in my mouth. The mouthfeel's amazing. It's the best bit about it. The mouthfeel, the pillowy softness of it. Northern Monk know what they're doing. You know, just like Vocation and North, all these Yorkshire breweries, they really know what the Salt Beer Factory. They really know what they're doing. The mouthfeel's tremendous. It's the best bit about the beer. The flavour is nice, but there is a but. And I'll get to the but in a minute. There is a but. There is. There's the full beer in the glass then. Move around that way a bit more. There you go. Haze for days. Can't see any floaters at the bottom, but it is really sort of thick and hazy, so it'd be difficult to see it anyway. Jig it around once more, look at that. Brilliant. Lovely fluffy white head. So the but then, actually, let me just retaste it now I've got it all in. Just in case the taste improves, stand by. 10 out of 10 on the mouthfeel, I have to say. I need to stop saying that. Mrs. has picked up on it. The amount of times I say I have to say at the end of sentences. Me and my other half, we have a little bit of banter with each other. We like to basically take piss. And she says certain things and a ribber for it. And then she starts saying, "Do you have to say, dear?" And I'm like, for God's sake, I said it again. So, I need to get that out of my speech, but I say it automatically without thinking. Anyway, I digress. Coming back to this, so the butt. Actually, maybe that butt's disappearing a bit now. Maybe it takes a little bit to get into this beer. What I was going to say is the flavours are lovely. The mouthfeel is the best bit about the beer. It's pillowy soft. It's absolutely gorgeous, darling. Sorry. And you're getting a little bit of unripened fruit dampness. You're getting sweet tropical fruits. You're getting mango. You're getting a bit of papaya actually. Papaya's the bit on the back end that's really. Is it papaya or guava? One of those. I think they're both quite similar. It's really quite bitey at the tart rather than bite. Yeah, bitey in a way, tart, whatever. That's what I'm getting at the back of my palate now, and that's what's staying there. And it's taken a while for that to grow. What I was initially going to say in the butt is that the mouthfeel, beautiful. You're getting this sort of flavour profile, and it sort of peters away quite quickly. But now I'm sort of halfway through the beer, that guava-y, papaya-y aftertaste is really staying at the back end. And I like that. I like bitter finishes. It's coming through more and more, so it's interesting actually. The original what I was going to say is maybe that's what some of the beer reviewers and bloggers and stuff, vloggers have said, is that it's a tasty beer, but you get to the back end and it just peters away, and that's how you can tell it's a supermarket beer, miss. It's a bottle shop beer, meh. Whereas I'm really, really enjoying that papaya, papaya-y, guava-y taste at the back end. It's there, it's prominent, it's really nice. The initial taste on the beer, sweetness down the middle of the tongue, you're getting tropical fruits. Although it's not peachy, it's more passion fruity in the taste. Bit of mango there, bit of that clementine, tangerine, orange. Not necessarily, no grapefruit or lemon and lime, it's not that sort of zesty. It's more sweeter and tropical. And then maybe the passion fruit sort of gives way to this guava papaya aftertaste that's remaining at the back of the palate. And it's really quite pleasant if you like aftertaste in your beer. I mean, it says it's a double dry hopped IPA. It doesn't particularly specify it's New England, although it's hazy as hell. And the mouthfeel would certainly say it's New England. I could just easily neck that, and that's really dangerous saying it's 7%. So I was really thinking, ooh, it's good, but it's a bit at the end. But now that's come in, I really bloody like this beer. I really do. Northern Monk, it's hard for me to say what's my favourite Northern Monk beer because I have one. I mean, so the Eternal Sunshine is a 5.5%. It's Northern Monk collaboration with Fieldwork Brewing from America. I picked it up in Morrisons. It's then going to Tesco. Can I find it in my local Tesco? No. And now I've had a look online and they're reducing it to clear in October. But my Tesco doesn't do it, and I really want some cans of that because when I get to my 2-year anniversary, whether it's going to be a Northern Monk thing or a live thing, that's a contender for beer of the year. That is. I need to go to Anthony's in Wellington, get a local beer that was a contender for beer of the year. A couple of others I can't get anymore, which is a shame, but that Eternal Sunshine was so good. It just blew my mind. Then again, saying that, the Heathen from Northern Monk was exceptional. The North one, with the collaboration, Northern Monk, Overtone and Young Raptor, sensational. This, sensational. They just don't do bad beer, do they? I've got a Scarfell to do from them, and I've got a Transient to do from them at some point, and I bet they're going to be absolutely bob on. So, Order of the North, say Order of the Faith then, that's a different beer. Order on the North. So, collaboration with Rivington, double dry hopped IPA. It's about the only thing that's dry up here. Your hops are Idaho 7, Azaka, Strata and Citra. And then if we get this under the light properly, it says brewed in the North with Andrew Bissett. I've been releasing drum and bass for 10 years under the name... Sorry, this spotlight's really shining on this can, so I can't read it. Sorry. I can mind a bit of drum and bass every now and again. Anyway, Andrew Bissett, if you read that bit there, you might be able to read it, but... Hang on, I really want to get the name of this guy in. Decol? I'll have to look him up. Maybe listen to some of his tunes. Wicked jungle is massive. Drum and bass. Every now and again. More about the house music. That beer, that's going to get full marks. 2 thumbs up. 2 feet. What a beer. It's the mouthfeel that does it for me. The mouthfeel gets it every time. It's absolutely superb. Thank you very much for watching. You can still get this in Tesco. Price wise though, it is a bit pricey. It's £4. Now in the cost of living crisis now, all the energy bills have gone through the roof. Can people afford that for a can of beer? Not everybody. So who knows? I think supermarket craft beers are good. Might have to do a bit of repricing. Maybe the £2 more down the £2.35 range. I'm expecting a little craft beer festival this month as well, so I'm going to get to this one. I missed the last 2. Yeah, 4 limbs out of 4, that's cool. Thank you very much for watching. Go and check out Order of the North. The mouthfeel, it's all about the mouthfeel, baby. And the papaya guava aftertaste. Ta for watching, like, share, subscribe. We'll see you some more beer reviews next time. Ciao for now, people.